Good night. Good night, people of God. Listen, I'm going to make this a little quick message. I just wanted to get on here and give a quick word of encouragement to my brothers and sisters. Those of you who are spiritually gifted, I want you to be encouraged. You should feel stronger. Um, You should feel very secure in your walk with God at this point. Not saying you should be free of trials, um, obstacles, they're always going to come. But you should feel like you have risen to a new level because you're on a new level. We all are. But I want you to be encouraged as you go forward in life. And I want to say, don't expect everyone to get you. When you are spiritually gifted, don't expect everyone to get you. And don't trust so hard, and so easily like many of us have done. Because oftentimes what you'll find, and what you've already probably noticed, you'll find over time, you'll have folk who are seemingly nice. They seemingly like they get you, but you always have to let time play out. Let things play out. Give yourself time to build trust, time, to let people into your heart. The Bible tells us to guard your heart. We are supposed to guard our hearts because everything we do, it flows from it. And when you let someone into your heart so fast, and then over time, you thought they got you and they didn't get you, or you let out too much information, over time, you will see that same individual, some of those folk who you thought got you, they will take that information and they will use it against you because they're not on the same level, or they're not where you thought they were. So always take your time, and be comfortable in where God has you. Be comfortable. God doesn't separate us a lot of times to punish us. And what many of us, we've learned over time, he doesn't separate us to punish us. He separates us to protect us from what we couldn't see, and as we look back over some things and situations that maybe we've been in, as we're out of those situations now, we can really see how dangerous some of the people that we were connected to were, how dangerous some of the situations that we were in, how dangerous they really were. He knew what we didn't know, so don't expect everyone to get you. And also, don't be surprised if, you notice people, when you begin to see how people come at you, when they deal with you maliciously, or when they deal with you underhandedly. When you're spiritually gifted, you can feel, it's like you just have this this deception radar. You can feel it, and you may not always put words to explain to people, because you don't have to do that. It's a gift. It's for you to be able to protect yourself. But oftentimes God will have you in places where he is using you to help others. And you will find that people will reject the help a lot. And they have every right to do that. They have free will, but just by you living by your standard, just by you carrying that light, don't be surprised when you see people, they deal with you in very deceptive ways, or they try to gang up on you in some ways. You may be on a job and you may have colleagues or supervisors. They talk to you one way directly, but then when they're with the whole team, or when they're with the whole group, you begin to see the way that they are handling you, is deceptive. Or you may be a part of you could play on a sports team, or you could be, you could have being a part of a group, or you could have a group of friends. And if one person begins to feel some type of way about you, and if all of them have something in them that they've been hiding or harboring, you'll notice they'll begin to have secret conversations about you. You can feel it, you can detect it. And sometimes when you all come together You may have one of them who may be the mouthpiece, and the others, they may not say nothing or act like if they are oblivious, but one person may air out some things that really take you by surprise, and you be like, well, wait, where did all this come from? That's because it's been building up. They had talk about you in secret, but they have not shared these things with you. you know so don't these are just some things that you can be cognizant of, and I don't want you to get upset. I don't want you to let these things hurt you. Expect these type of things to happen, because when you are a straightforward person, you're spiritually gifted, you can pick up one thing, not much really gets past you. You have a lot of people who are intimidated by you, and they don't like how they feel. You may have some people who are in a like supervisory position, and here go little old you just going to work to do a job, and you may have your supervisor, they can see that you are gifted. You may carry yourself in a humble way, but still yet they see that thing on the inside of you. Some folk can see that you're anointed. You're just a blessed child. They can see that you just um you're very gifted, and they want to stop you, or they just don't like you for no reason, or they don't want you. They want to hurt your career so that you will never ever end up becoming their supervisor. So they try to take matters into their own hands. You may have a group of friends, you start growing, you start elevating, they could be holding jealousy in for you for a long time, and you never know it. And over time, they get to the point, sometimes people reach the point where they so tired of being jealous, where they just can't hide it no more. And sometimes God will allow people to make mistakes and allow you to catch it, allow you to see it, so that if you're the type of person where maybe someone you've been trusting, or maybe somebody that you really admire, you really like them or whatever. Well, sometimes he will cause people to make mistakes before you, and do things that, not for you to get upset and argue with the person, but just so you can take a mental note, and you'll know, oh, okay, I can't really, I don't, this is somebody I don't need to invest a lot of my time in, or I don't need to, spill too much of my business with, or go too far. You just need to pull back. Sometimes he revealed things to us for us to pull back just a little bit. But expect to be misunderstood a lot. Expect for everybody not to get you. you know just keep doing good. Don't let any of it stop you from doing good. That's your purpose. That light on the inside of you, that walking that thin line, that is your purpose. You are change, you are truth, you are it. And so you inspire people to change. You inspire people to draw closer to God. You're going to inspire a lot of people, and you are meant to help people. People are supposed to feed off of what God has placed on the inside of you. But then there are some, because of whatever is going on the inside of them, they will try to secretly compete against you. They don't want to respect what God is doing on the inside of you, knowing that very well that they may not be gifted in certain areas that you're gifted in, but they will try to compete against you, or they will try to minimize you, bring you down a notch, or you'll have some people, they will watch you and try to find fault in you, simply because they feel some type of way about you. And you watch anybody long enough, you're going to find a fault in them, but they strategically will watch you just to see if they can just find something. Well, he can't be that squeaky clean, he can't be that perfect, he got something. You will have folk to go and dig up information on you, and you'll be surprised once if you look into stuff and see folk who has dug up information on you. You'll be surprised. But if you were to go and dig up some information back on them folk, what they thought they were gonna try to find on you, you will find on them. You will see some of that. Well, dad, you was in this. You got men. You got this. You got that. You were locked up for that. You will see stuff that the stuff that folk want to find on you. You will see that's because that's on them. And they don't like that. But I just want you to be encouraged. Try not to let any type of opposition, anytime when you see folk just falling off, just chalk it up. Another one bites the dust. Keep on moving. It ain't nothing wrong with you. When you're spiritually gifted, you're going to see that, you know. When Jesus walked this earth, what did he do to anyone? He was the truth. He was the truth. And you mean to tell me you serving that same Jesus, walking in truth and being bold enough to share the truth, and you don't think you're going to be hated by all nations? Many men will hate you for my name's sake. Who said that? Was it the truth? Did the truth say that? Did the Messiah say that? I believe he said it. He said it. He warned you already. So that's all that is. Many men will hate you for his name's sake. He was the truth, the way, and the life. Now you are willing to walk in that same truth. So that's all that is. And you walking with him for real. And don't be taken aback. Don't be taken back when you see folk who claim to walk in that same truth too, and them be some of your biggest opposers. Don't let that shock you. Pull from the scriptures. Paul was thrown in jail by his own supposedly believers. You know, him and Silas was broke out of jail, but favor of God always was with him, right? So the favor of God is with you, and people know that. So they've tried everything they could do to stop you. And now they can't really do nothing much. The spells don't work no more. The witchcraft, all of that stuff. None of that has stopped you. The plots have not stopped you. The sabotage have not stopped you. You know, the lies have not stopped you. You went through all of that. All of that. And now, you've made it. You're going to see God begin to allow blessings of Abraham, the promises of God. You're going to see them pursue you and chase you down. You ain't got to go looking for them. All you got to do is stand upright. Keep 10 toes down. Keep your head held high. Keep walking upright. And day by day, favor, favor, favor on top of favor is going to follow you. You ain't been through all that for nothing. And folk know now. They know that you're the anointed one. They know that you're the chosen one. They know that you walk with God. They know that you're spiritually gifted. They know that you are a resource and meant to be a help. So keep walking in your calling. But don't let it get you down when you begin to see the little funny behaviors of some people. Don't let it get you down when folk try to gang up on you and find fault in you. Just expect it. Expect it to happen. You know, expect it to happen and keep doing good on purpose. You know, keep doing good on purpose. And don't worry about, don't try to find ways to, you don't have to worry about explaining yourself to everybody, especially when you know they're not coming from a place of sincerity. You know, when you begin to see people fall off, people who were once cool with you, as they start falling and keep dropping and dropping, you know, sometimes folk do little things and they know it's not right. And you pick up on it and you just cut them off, no, you know, not say nothing to them. They'll try to come back and act like they don't know what they did. That's called gaslighting. So when you see folk doing that to you, they don't come at you correct. You don't even owe them an explanation. You know, you don't owe them anything. They get nothing from you. Don't give them nothing. Just keep going. Yeah, you keep going. You ain't going. It's very rare that you find somebody to really get you and really understand you. That's part of the calling. You know, that's part of the calling. You know, to whom much is given, much is required. Right? So, God will, He will in His timing put somebody on your path from time to time that does get you, or that is meant to give you a word, you know, for a season, you know. So those who are spiritually gifted as you, though, they will get you. They will understand you, you know. But like I said, guard your heart. Don't be too quick to trust folk. Don't be too quick to give out a lot of information about yourself. Take time. Let time reveals everything. Some folk do nice things for you. They may start off doing nice things for you, but give it a little time. Some folk will get ghosts and you be like, well, dang, where you went? Where you at? You were so cool. You were so sweet. They just get ghosts on you. You don't know what it is, and you'll never know unless they come back around and they can explain it to you. But you just check folk. Check folk out really, really good. Let everything take its time. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting sleepy. I'm about to get off of here. I love you. We are the light of the world. We can't never let our light grow dark. We got to keep shining bright. And we know that the blood of Jesus, Yeshua, excuse me, our Messiah, his blood is the only blood that has some power. I'm going to get me some good rest. I know I'll be asleep for a little bit. Then I get up and be reading something. I take them little cat naps. I be up reading, baby. Reading and all kind of ideas and things be coming to me. But anyway, have a blessed night and I love you. Again, don't be disappointed when you see the fakery in people, when you see the shadiness in people, when you see people make mistakes in front of you. It's supposed to happen like that. It's a blessing. It's God protecting you. It's God helping you, reminding you to guard your heart. You're walking in your purpose now. So keep walking. Just you doing right. You being obedient to God. You living an upright life. You walking in your purpose. Yep. You're walking in your purpose and folks see that light. So God is using you to come through and bring change. Some gonna gravitate, some gonna change because of the light that you shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine all in my room. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. All right, now y'all have a blessed night. I love you. Get some rest. You're special. There's nobody else in this world like you. There's only one of you. One of you. That's a blessing. Expect to be treated differently. Expect folk to not understand you. Expect folk to secretly gossip about you, plot against you, gang up on you. But in spite of all of that, know that you carry the favor of the Father. Have a blessed night.